Hello friends, welcome to my office on this very rainy afternoon. I'm just a hot mess. It's fine, it's good. This is summer. I have my daughter in here with me. She's reading her book and I'm just trying to get this video out to you. Okay, so today we are talking about the monthly planners, specifically about the mid-year monthly planners. I'm so excited to show you them and share some ideas with you. So let's turn this camera around just like we've done with the hourly and the weekly, and I will walk you through cover to cover these planners. We'll do like the most pathetic pen test as well, but you'll still get a great idea of it. So without further ado, the mid-year monthly planners. Welcome to this rainy afternoon when we are going to be talking about the monthly planners, specifically the mid-year monthly planners. They run from July 2026 through June 2027. So let's take a look at these. You have probably noticed a theme that the mid-year planners, including the monthlies, are all offered in two different cover options, being the sea glass and daisy blue. This is no exception, the monthly planners are, except that on the hourly and weekly planner, the sea glass is fabric and this is printed on here. So not fabric, still pretty green color. Okay, I love the monthly planners. I think they are so cute. They are so adorable. So let me tell you about them. These guys they're stitched, they're cute, right? We have rounded corners and they are 6 by 8. 6, 8. Let me show you how these look on our planners. So on the weekly planner, this is their size. Let me get it down in the corner. So that's how they look there. And then on the hourly planner, and let me actually do it sideways here. And this is how they are compared to the hourly planner. A lot of people ask me if these will fit into the pockets, and I can tell you that they do not. You can see the pocket here. I'm not even going to attempt to it because even at the very edge, it still goes to this very edge, and that does not allow any room for it to pull out either. So unfortunately, it doesn't fit in this pocket. In the back pocket, it's guaranteed no because this is even smaller. I mean, really. Yeah, you might rip your pocket if you give it a try. So unfortunately, it doesn't fit in there. Let's look at the hourly one. Okay, hourly planner. Just like a little kangaroo. Look, it does fit in there. How cute is that? It's a little monthly rule. Doesn't shut so good though. Fits in there, not a good shutting experience. Still cute though. So let's get into these. We talked about the covers, we talked about the stitching, we talked about the corners, we talked about how they look on the other planners, if they fit in the pocket. So the covers are made of this like heavy cardstock. It is coated paper, so it does feel smooth, a little bit slick. I have one called slick, but it's smooth here. The inside has this green on the sea glass, and then on the daisy blue, it is blue. Real original. These will fit so nicely into your backpack, into your purse. I mean, as long as you don't have a microscopic purse here. Since it is basically paper or cardstock here, these will possibly bend here. So one thing you could do, and I have this on my actual monthly planner that I'm using, but we have this plastic protective cover that you can purchase. It's made specifically for your monthly planner, so you could put that on there, have it a little more protected from bending. And this is actually bent before with this on here, and then it's kind of smoothed out, not like a severe bend, but a little bit, and it really does help. So getting into it here, these are pretty darn basic. So we have our cover page, year to glance, holidays. And then we have, this is gonna look really reminiscent of the previews and the planners, but you can use this really however you want. So we have the 4 quadrants, whether you wanna use this for a seasonal thing, whether you wanna use this for quarters, whatever you want to quadrantize your planning about. Moving on. Then we have the months right here. You can track, you can plan ahead, you can do whatever you want. There's little circles here so that you could put maybe your little icon stickers in there, or you could color code without having to color the whole thing. Then we have a tracker, July through June, and then for every single day of the year. We have 2 dot grid pages. And the dot grid is this nice light gray. It is 5 millimeters. Next, we have 2 notes pages. So you have on here a header, and then you have the lines here with a margin. You can just use this as a margin, or you could really use this as a checklist. So you can put your checks here once your tasks are done. So you have 4 pages, 2 spreads of that, before you get into the monthly calendar. You have your column on your left-hand side. It is a Sunday through Saturday, that traditional calendar layout. You have your previous month, your next month, and then it is lined boxes. The lines are 5 millimeters, and there are 7 spaces for each day. If there's any holidays, you will find that on that bottom spot. As you can see, it is a very neutral, it's all in shades of gray. There's no color on here. I even left the header boxers for the days of the week. I left that colorless. So you can really make this, you can sticker this up, you can washi it, you can use your highlighters, however you want. You can make this as colorful, or you can keep this as functional as possible. So that is really the basics of the month. And then in between every month, you have these 2 notes pages before it moves on to your next month. After the very last calendar, we do have that bridging the gap calendar here. So you have the July 2027 through June 2028 calendar here. So any plans that you have before you get your next planner, you can put it here. This is a calendar reference. That way, when you get your next calendar, you can just have it all in one place and move it to your new planner. At the end, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 lined pages for the end of the planner. So that is really the whole monthly planner. Like I said, it is super functional. Now let's talk about how you could use this planner. I use this personally for my content planning. So let me show you. So here's an example for February. Again, you can add a little flair to it with stickers. These are from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop from this sticker book. So I have to give a shout out to her because she makes the prettiest stickers. So here's how I do it. I mean, it looks different every single month, but you get the point of it. So I have my emails and any YouTubes I want to do or anything like that on there. Whether I actually do it, that's a different story, but that's a me issue. And then in between, I like to do brainstorms, email topics, things like that. So that is how I use it. I've heard other people use it for meal planning. So you can put your dinners on here, and then you can use these pages to do your grocery list. I've heard people do symptom tracking on here. Other people have used this for doctor's visits. So at the end of the year, when you are doing your taxes, or there's other reasons that you need to track any sort of appointments on here. Other people have used this for their on-the-go planners who maybe don't use their phone for on-the-go calendars. I think another really fun idea would be a journaling calendar. So you could put down a couple words of things that you've done that day that you want to remember, or if you just want to keep track of certain fun things that you've done. You could also use this as your scheduling. Have some sort of business where you need to schedule things. This could be perfect for that. So there's so many options that you can use this with. Now that we've talked about what you could use this for, let's talk about the paper. So the paper is the same great 80-pound or 120 GSM paper as in the planners. It has that perfect amount of tooth. It is not too slick. It is not too toothy. I continue to say I get a lot of compliments on the paper, and this is no exception here. Just like the other planners, it handles all sorts of pens really nicely. Let's just do a really quick pen test here. Dot marker, I have my favorite pen, and then let's see here, I have a mild liner too. So we'll just do a quick pen test here. Don't mind how I hold my pen, please. All right, I know that's the most pathetic pen test of all pen tests on the internet here, but let's go with it. Okay. Oh, dang it. I should have done one of those. Okay, but still. So we have it here. So you would be able to see it through here. So you can see there is no bleeding through, even with that really inky color dot. So just really great high quality paper here. And so we talked about the protective cover. And if you are interested in getting any other accessories with this, I love our magnetic bookmarks for this. I have one in there right now that marks my spot all the time. I love that these have either the flags on the one side or they're rounded on the other side. And you can use this to mark your page however you want. If you want to do it on the side, if you want to do it on the top. It's such a great little page marker here. If you're looking for a really minimal, functional monthly planner, there's such great options. You can go to this product page and read all the reviews on it and how people love it and get other ideas for what they use it for. If you use a monthly planner, I would love to hear how you use it. That just gives me a great idea as I ramble on these videos of what suggestions I could give to people, and then it's so helpful for other people and gives them ideas for how they could use it. So I'd love for you to comment on this video letting me know that. Thank you so much for spending your precious time watching this video, and I will catch you on the next one. I have my daughter in here with me. I'm waving at my little buddy who's in a raincoat. Oh, let me show. Hold on. Oh, he's excited. And then the inside has a hair.